morning, everyone. I have briefly turned off the lights so we don't get blinded. And I am going to show you. Look at there. Look at there. We have seeds sprouting. I don't know about these. Some of these were ones that save seeds. I'm not sure if they're going to, but we might. But yep. Hello, everybody. Well, I got church in an hour, so I got to get ready for church, but I'm going to turn the light back on here. And our babies are popping out. Yep. We got pumpkin starts. They are sprouting. The seeds are coming up. I'm so excited. The garden is ready for them. As soon as they're big enough, we got babies. Oh, yes. Got my baby grass watered this morning. It's coming up so nicely. I think it's, let's see, how tall are we? Okay, they come up to here on my finger. Almost 2 inches tall. Our baby grass is almost 2 inches tall. Oh, that's so nice. Nice baby grass. I got to get some more mowing, so after church, I got to run an errand. Do some household chores like clean my kitchen, clean the litter boxes, dump garbage. Then come back here later this afternoon and we are going to do some mowing, and I am going to put the catcher on the mower because I need to get some more grass clippings over there where my baby grass is. I've got spots where the seeds haven't sprouted, and it's probably because they keep drying out. So I've got to get more seed down, more grass clippings, and just layer grass clippings and seeds over these bare areas until they finally actually sprout, because I actually seeded some of these areas too, and you can't tell a dang thing. Doesn't look like no baby grass here at all. I mean, see, here's some of the grass clippings I put down right here. No baby grass coming up here. So we've got to get that done. I really want to get my lawn to recover back to where it used to be. Anyways, I've been out trimming my flowers out of my lilacs. Took them in the house. They are smelling, they just make the inside of my home smell so nice. Still got some beautiful, beautiful lilacs. And they smell so heavenly. That's the only one thing. Mowing around here is going to be so fun. I do need to get all this dead stuff trimmed. Gotta get the dead stuff trimmed. I don't know how far back that one died. But it might have gone way back. Got so much. Gotta find where it got attacked. Let's see. It's trying to figure out where the branch, all the dead stuff in the branch. Hard to tell. Wish I could hire professional arborist and master gardener to come and help me trim up my shrubs, get all the dead out of them. I mean, you can see we got some really large dead branches in this one. But we get these long black bugs with wings, and they're not exactly bees or any, I don't know, but their eggs hatch out, and the larvae are like these fuzzy little gray almost looks like fuzzy gray six-legged spiders. And they burrow into the heartwood of these branches, and they just eat it out. And then they shed their skin and come out these inch-long, skinny, black, winged insects. Maybe someday I'll have to show you one if I ever find one. It's a beautiful day. Got it well watered back here, so yep, we are ready for our pumpkins. It's very well watered. I accidentally left it on overnight and realized this morning that the water was still going. I was going to turn it off last, but we are going to get our sunflower seeds in. The pumpkin patch is now ready for occupancy as soon as we get our starts going really good and strong. The raspberries are going to go here, so this did not prove to do very well, so I'm going to drag it out here. Let's get this drag out. Oh boy. All right. Yep, it shouldn't take too long to lay out all the, we'll do this after church too. Church is 2 hours, so go and just throw a rock in there. Rocks help with drainage. I also need to really get this cleaned out good. This is what I use let the birds use as a bird bath. I really have no use for this whole thing, but I also do not have the expense to hire someone to literally fill it full of rocks, cut it down below the ground level, fill it full of rocks, and cap it off. So, because I don't have the money for all that, I believe it was a cistern, water, part of the whole irrigation system in this area back a long time ago. I have no use for it. So to keep things from falling inside, I just do this. Though I probably could get someone to, well, I got a lot of rocks here. Rocks and cinder blocks and things little bits and pieces. Suppose I could fill it up myself. Anyways, I just keep that cleaned out, full of water. The birds love it. I need to get their bird bath cleaned up and refilled. Looking forward. Ooh, we got, oh, look at that. We got flower buds. This one's got flower buds. And these ones that didn't get destroyed, they've got buds. We're going to have some white roses. Let's go see if those buds on the yellow roses that we were looking at have actually gotten bigger, gotten more color to them. Is there a pop of yellow in my yard? We'll need to go and see. And yes, I know I'm rambling on. And to everybody who is new here, I'm Meg. This is Meg's Little House in the Country. Thank you for clicking on my video. And I hope you enjoy. I like to garden and crochet and do occasional crafts and sometimes some cooking. So that's what you're going to basically find on my channel. I started my channel a little while ago to just basically record little bits of my life so my children and grandchildren and my posterity will actually can watch my videos and see what my life is like from my perspective. So let's check our roses. Oh, it's getting more color to it. It was pretty green, but look at this. It's getting, oh, that's turning a bright buttery yellow. I don't know if we got any others, but we can walk around and see. I've got a few dead canes I gotta remove. I don't see any others that are that yellow. I bet that's going to be the first one to bloom. We still have plenty of lilacs blooming. Some of them are starting to fade. Those were the first ones to start to bloom, so they're the first to start to fade. Yes, I have a big old busted, and it's broke. It's just hanging in there. Dead limb up there. But I also have birds nesting up in that spot too, so that's going to be a while before I get that out. Oh, beautiful. Anyways, yeah, I realized I needed to record some of my life, so in future generations want to know what my life was like, they would have a record of my life that they can look back on. And isn't this just beautiful? Oh boy. And this one is, look at how big that snowball is. This is my snowball bush, and it's really starting to bloom now. So I hope I'm just going to post this as a little introduction. Welcome to my channel. We've gotten a few more subscribers here, and we've got a few more things blooming. Oh, my irises are starting to bloom. I don't have too many flowers this year. I think in this bed this is going to be the only ones. Last year the voles and the pocket gophers were just horrible, and they literally wintered over in my beds. I had to rebury a lot of canes this last spring when I weeded, because so much had just been pulled up by the voles and destroyed. But oh, isn't that a beautiful, perfect blossom? I love my irises. Yeah, the rodents did a lot of damage over the last couple of years. If you go to some of my videos from last year, you'll hear my constant complaints over the rodents. The Dame's Rocket is starting to bloom. This will take off and get big and tall with just towers of blossoms. I've got some more irises in here that are going to bloom, but yes, even in here there was a lot of damage to the irises from the rodents, and so as you can see, that may be all the blossoms we get this year from the irises. I don't think any of my golds or my yellows are going to bloom this year, or any of the lavenders. And let's see. If I can, yeah, got a honeybee out here trying to get a close-up, and they keep starting from flowers to flowers. Isn't that awesome? And yes, my other bane, the pocket gophers. I've got to get out here later today and clean up all this mess. Cleaned it up the other day. Cleaned up big patch over there. And yes, I have tried trapping them. Unfortunately, some critter ran off with my trap and it has never been found. So I don't know what happened to my trap. Dug up all the gopher holes in that spot around in the tunnels where my trap was. And I set the trap the night before, checked the next morning, trap was gone. And I think I did get a pocket gopher because it was digging. So I'm pretty sure that gopher hawk trap worked, but now I have no trap. Cannot find the trap. And Yeah. Well, in here right now we are what? Oh, God. I think the battery went dead. Oops. Better put new batteries in those. Anyways, I got little melons here. I gotta check my soil. Yep, soil is still moist, which means there's still water in there, but I'll probably take the hose and pour water in that until it comes out the overflow on the sides, just to keep my little melons going strong. My tomatoes, I'm still waiting for these to get stronger and thicker. They are so weak looking. I may end up burying them pretty deep. And these ones are very sturdy looking tomato plants. And yes, I started them all from seed and they're about ready to start blooming. And I got to get this shrub planted and I got to get this tree planted. And I got to get seeds in there and get all this stuff done. There's so much to do here on my little 1 acre. I need to get 6 more strawberry plants from my mother because I'm missing a few. Not all the cells in my pots, strawberry pots have, but they are. Look at that. And there we go. There's our first baby strawberry. Yep. I'm going to have to get my little nets over them. I get these laundry bags from, I like the way they look like this, and I would just leave them open like this because they look so beautiful and green with the flowers and the fruit. But the robins and the starlings, they like strawberries too. And they figured out that they can perch on the edge of those pots and just pick out the berries. So I gotta cover them up. Keep them safe from the birds so I get some fruit. So anyways, I will get this posted. Thank you for stopping by and looking at my yard and my garden and my new little babies. And I will be posting a bigger, longer video of what we're going to get done on Sunday. So, talk to y'all later, folks. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's Sunday afternoon. We're going to go out and get these planted just as soon as I get back from running around. I gotta run into town. Getting ready to run errands. Hi, everyone. This is Meg, Meg's Little House in the Country. And thank you for clicking on today's video. I really hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend. And I gotta go run some errands. I like my little sign there. It matches my little shirt. Isn't that awesome? I got that on my hat. I am still currently making another little hat, but hopefully it's a lighter weight thread, so hopefully it won't be quite so hot. When you can't afford to buy fancy wigs to cover up all your bald spots, you make hats. I crochet. I sell crochet stuff. So I'm going to make me another little hat. Lighter weight thread. More of a hairnet, really. And hopefully that will hide the bald spots and look somewhat nice. It's hard being follically challenged. Especially when I was young and I literally had hair that grew all the way down to my waist. That was good. I enjoyed having long hair. I like having long hair. But as I've gotten older, it's been getting shorter and shorter. So, I'm going to go run some errands and I'll get right back to you. And we'll get on with today's what we're doing out in the yard work videos. See you in a bit. Okay, folks. I kind of took the lid off to let these breathe. And yeah, we got one coming up there and clear over there. look what's popping up in the fairy tale cells. Oh, I got a seed popping up, and I only planted them a couple days ago. That is sure fast sprouting. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to click the light off for a sec. There you go. We got pumpkin babies, baby pumpkin plants, poking their little heads up above the ground, reaching for the skies. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, folks. Well, it's 80 degrees outside. Well, feels warmer in the sunshine. I'm going to set my water down there. Move the hose a little bit. I am going to try to get a little, I watered here this morning, but I need to get more lawn clippings down on it. I don't feel like doing a lot of mowing out in the sun, but I've got this nice shady area here and alongside the house here that I think I can, I'll work on this. And I'm going to get the bag because I need lawn clippings to put over here. I'm also going to try to reseed these areas where the lawn clippings blew off and the wind blew away. You can still see a few little grass seeds here, but with the way it keeps drying out, so the seeds aren't sprouting because they keep drying out. So I need to get more lawn clippings and more seed down. And so I'm going to go over there and get the mower where it's sitting under a tree. That's where I left it last night. I was tired, I admit it. And we're going to come over here and mow in the shady area. I'll finish up all the rest of the mowing tomorrow morning while it's nice and cool before it gets hot. But yeah, I'm going to come and get this area mowed. Get this shade area mowed here so I can work in the shade and not in the hot sun, because 80 degrees is a little toasty. I ran into town, run my errands, and my car's air conditioning don't work, so it was warm. I was kind of sweating by the time I got home. But my mom gave me some money, so I got oil in my car and I got gas in my car. It's a good thing I found out that I was 3 quarts low before. I blew up the engine in my car. Gee whiz. I need to remember to check my oil more often. Well, everybody, I got more lawn clippings down here where I want grass to grow. Also on top of my little baby grass, gotta keep this ground moist. These pots are all dried out, even though I watered them real good this morning. I'm gonna water them again. That one's dry, that one's dry. I'm thinking I might have to put lawn clippings on top of all of them too, just to keep them moist, enough for all those seeds to sprout. Oh boy. Anyways, this part of the lawn looks a whole lot better. Doesn't that lawn look so much better now that it's been mowed? And I got over here the side yard mowing in the shade is so much nicer when it's 80 degrees than mowing in the sun. Oh, and my iris smells so good. Oh, I wish you could smell how good this iris is. And look at here, I found another one. We got another one. This little teeny tiny baby bulb down there is putting out a flower. Isn't that just awesome? Oh boy. Oh, that smells so nice. Oh, I just love the fragrance of my irises, my roses, my lilacs. I've had some years when they're all blooming at the same time. Got the roses blooming, and the bushes are all yellow. The lilacs are blooming and all purple, and my iris beds are just full of iris blossoms. I've had years when everything's blooming at the same time. Generally, though, it's like it is this year, staggered blooming. You know, you get one thing blooming, and then that dies back just as something else pops up. In this case, the lilacs are dying back just as the roses are going to and the irises are starting to pop out. Fruit trees first, then lilacs. Then we got the roses and irises and the dame's rocket. Oh, yeah. And then by July, the garden beds are just full and lush and looking awesome. Anyways, I'm going to go inside, get me some dinner. We're going to tackle the rest of this yard work in the morning before it gets too hot. It's supposed to be up in the 80s for pretty much the rest of this week. Sunny, warm, and in the 80s. And I'm going to have to start watering everything because yesterday, today, as soon as the rain stopped and the weather warmed back up, everything started drying out real fast. So I've got all my little fruit trees I got to get watered. Got to really deep water them good. Mow around them really good. Yep, gotta get the rest of this done, but I am pretty much pooped. Completely pooped. But yeah, the lawn will look so much better. Especially out there where it's all dandelions. Look at all those dandelions. We're gonna get those first thing in the morning. Just zippity-yay. And then, of course, by noon, we'll have new yellow blossoms, and by day after tomorrow, Tuesday, it'll look like this again. It just doesn't stay. But, you know, it's so fun to watch the bees going from flower to flower. And they love the dandelions. So, yeah, my property is turning into a nature reserve for birds and bees. Trees growing wild. Flowers growing wild wherever they want. And apparently it's also a haven for mice and voles and pocket gophers. Well, at least I got a healthy habitat, attracting all kinds of wildlife. Anyways, folks, I'm going to go in. I'm going to get dinner, and then I'll see y'all again in the morning. And we'll get this video finished out, and you'll probably be watching it Tuesday morning. I'll try to get it out. Hopefully Tuesday morning. And then we'll see what we can get done on Tuesday, if I have any energy after a day at work. Tuesday, I gotta be at work 10 a.m. We're gonna start unpacking pallets and organizing. They want to have the store open 5th of June. I don't think it's going to happen. We'll be lucky to be open the 15th of June. We have that much stuff to organize. They've been too overly optimistic this whole entire time, and I knew it was going to take a whole lot longer. But I'll pitch in and do my best to help and get things done. So I'll talk to you later. I think after dinner what I'm going to do is come out and get on that hammock, which has been calling my name all day long, and relax this evening. Talk to y'all later, folks. Well, everyone, we're having a great sunset. I'm just sitting back here in my hammock, relaxing. rocking y'all back and forth with me. But yeah, we're having a great, okay, I won't make y'all seasick here. See if we can hold still. Listening to the crickets. Evening's coming. Sun is shining off all the dandelion heads, which will be getting mowed down in the morning. Temperature has dropped down to about 70 degrees now, so it's starting to cool off. I did have a little, well, adrenaline rush, a little excitement in my house, and no, I couldn't film it. I went back after I was done eating dinner to check on my pumpkin seedlings because I kind of took the little greenhouse roof off of them, let them breathe, get some air. And in the window was a big bumblebee queen. She was trying to get outside. I don't know how she got in my house, but she was trying to get outside. And yeah, she was not a happy little bee. She was very large. I didn't realize the queens were that big. But she was very, very big. About twice the size of most bumblebees I see. Anyways, I happen to have a clean mason jar in the kitchen, so I grabbed it and grabbed the lid, and I managed to get her into that. She was up against the glass, so I did manage to get her to get in the jar and put the lid on real quick and carried her outside, buzzing angrily. Set the jar on the grass and took the lid off and backed away very fast, and she flew away in the opposite direction. Thank goodness. Oh, I still have no idea how she got in my house, though. There's a few areas where, you know, like I'm missing a cellar window. I mean, down my little half basement, I'm missing the window. Any time I've actually had some money where I could have ordered a custom size window, because that's what I need is custom size, I totally had used up the money paying off bills, and it never occurred to me that I need to order windows for my little basement to replace the old windows, which should have been replaced decades ago. And now one side I actually don't have a window. I just got a couple of pieces of plexiglass kind of blocking it, but it's not perfect blocking, so yeah. Bees and wasps, and yeah, normally I just find yellow jackets and mason bees in my house. I have found a couple of honeybees every now and then. If they're still alive, I will get them outside. But this is the first time I found a great big huge mama bumblebee wanting to find a place to make a nest. And it's like, sorry, Mama, this is not my house is not a good nesting spot. She needs to go and find someplace else under one of the inside one of the lilacs or something. That would be a good nesting spot for her. But yeah, she was real big. But got her outside, and she flew away real fast. So I'm glad you could join me this evening so we could just kind of watch the sun go down. I think I'm going to just wrap this video up, and I'll get this all posted. Yeah, it's just a beautiful sunset with the birds, the dandelions, and the crickets. I hope you're all having a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and that while you're doing all your barbecuing and family get-togethers, that you also remember those who gave their lives for our freedoms, that we might, without which, for those who gave their all, without their sacrifice, we wouldn't be enjoying those amazing barbecues and family get-togethers. So good night. God bless. And I'll see y'all on the next video.